Here we go again. Hopefully this is the end of the game. I'm hoping. Well, I don't want it to end, but yeah, I've been working at this game for a while, and I want to like go back to 14. So a lot to do.
The bad news then.
What bad news?
Oh, I already seen this.
I won't.
Didn't think he
Does Black?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. You reckon we should tell him?
No.
Yeah, well, I can't.
Blacksmith Blue. I think we have new hunts too. Let me open up the thing. Oh, I don't think we do have new fences. Oh, we do. Oh, we would have more. Nope. There's so much to do. Little time. I'm probably gonna play a little later today,
The Enterprising.
so because I have extra time.
Don't tell me.
Oh no, I'm working on bringing another one. It's got a reverberatory hood over there. Let's just say it gets very blimmin'. Only mithril engines get hotter. Trouble is, we won't be able to make. And I hear you once helped Helena get her hands on exactly.
If it's for the good of the high.
Oh,
So,
you've got a couple of examples.
more fallen. So this smelter is similar to the mithril end.
That's right. And what's more, we've collected as many as we can. And
So you want me to visit?
that's it. And we're only 3 short, mind. There's one up Amber Way, in that, and another in the Silent.
All right.
Will do.
Oh, he tells you where to go, which is interesting. We're gonna probably initiate every quest,
With
finish
Camphor in
them,
the
and
hands of
then
the
like
Cassia.
hand them all in all at the same time. That's probably gonna be the play. If you ask me. Because we got a lot to do.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for a lesson?
Canva lost? It can't be true.
Maybe I'll like make something too. It's kind of feudal though, but I'll probably like try to make something
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts?
just to have like an edge, a little bit.
Trouble with your gear, or what do you want? Not bad, if I do say so myself.
We can't make those yet.
That it? Fine.
The stew's awful.
Oops. This is one.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to.
All right. We got most of our stuff. Oh wait, there's nothing here. Oh, Gav's here. Oh, that's not Gav. That's my squire. I thought he would be helping the relief effort. wonder where those sisters went. Kind of just disappeared. Alright, is he here?
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris.
I'm afraid not. She's at my job, actually. When she heard what the mission
Did she?
following up on once they'd settled in, the bear.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the beastmen. I'll go and find her.
If she's not moved on already, yes.
Why would Doris insist on going alone?
Alright. So we got two Marthas. Maybe we should. Oh my god, look at this. Jesus. Okay, let's do this one first. We'll go like a circle. Like a half moon. A U.
Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming
first-
she's still here.
Let's this.
Ah, Clive. I'd like you to take something to Sir Seeds. I'll keep, but a feast as of though they've lived there. Small wonder they. And if you're wondering, Sir Wade's putting a brick.
I actually,
There.
I really hope that the DLC is just like kingdom building. But I don't know what the DLC is gonna be.
Gizal
It's
Green.
probably gonna
Not the
be.
most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hard. Better that than something that'll wither away at first. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull, they ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right.
I'll take your word.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do. I'll go up there and show him my.
We're gonna be.
I'm sure you will.
We're gonna become chocobos. Finally. No, you can. I thought cooking. I thought that was like only for. I thought that was only for chocobo. But I guess you can cook them.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
It's been a pleasure.
I'll give your offer some thought, my
Lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid. What brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your...
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the... She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she...
That was her just now. So,
I'd say so. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrek. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial She's dangerous, Sid. But
then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort.
the Baum Arches, soon to...
Let's do those first at the bottom. Might as well. Get those over with. Have those head back to the hideaway. We'll hand in the one at Martha's too here. We'll make sure that all the hideaway stuff is over and done.
No use calling Ambrosia now.
This town's fucked too. So you know what? Am I going the long way? Boo-boos. Good rhythm.
Good. How did Doris come to know a slaver I want?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste. Lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkin. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your...
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you, it appears we have company. Kill him.
How did he know?
You're welcome to try.
Sure. Yes.
So much for you.
You'll forgive me for not avenging. I surrender.
Sid!
Ah, Doris. You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to, but casting your lot with this criminal of all...
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told this woman, my former master, once trained bearer children. She raised me like a daughter.
It wasn't all terrible. You were always so eager to learn, but you proved yourself a master of both. How about it, my little dagger?
I never swore my blade to liberate the bearers. Farewell, master.
You always were a right. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
We just let her walk away.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial...
All right.
I am. And thank you.
But okay.
And I should head back to the hideaway.
Don't tell me I teleport all the way back to the... Thanks. Kind of annoying.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you...
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned, so the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sambrek. Went quietly, or she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't.
I hope so. You had quite the past yourself before you came. Anyway, thanks again, Sid.
Keep up the good work.
God damn it. If I knew this was going to teleport me, I would have done this last. It's kind of annoying. That's kind of ass. Yes, me. Like, bro. Someone actually camped out here? Crazy.
Damn it. The whole village is turned. Back to the stables, Carl. All yours, Torgal! Stay down! Torgal, kill! Now, Torgal! Go, Torgal! Torgal, kill! Now, Torgal! Torgal, kill! All yours, Torgal! No use calling Ambrosia now. Come on. Yeah!
I assume it's that big guy.
Straight home now. I'll need to deal with these ones first. This is it.
I heard the Guardian saying we're supposed to grow our own food.
The victuals Martha sends us are more than enough.
Ah, what brings you to...
A delivery.
These are Gizal. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive, but they'd long since gone to seed.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad... These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds, but they know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example. It's about time we all started to provide. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides both.
The Horde! They're coming, so wait, all of them.
Damn it all. I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size.
Now you're out of...
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do...
What if you could call on reinforcements?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might...
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village, though they may not be trained soldiers like your guardians. What help there?
You're right. I will... My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for.
Was it there?
Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives.
Yes.
So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
It's funny.
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together.
I'll be doing most
For
of the
Eastpool!
For Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it.
I feel like they're gonna get together.
Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield,
So what's the plan of action?
we'll divide our forces into several small detachments. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the...
You're going to lure them into the...
I am. By coordinating our with luck, that point will be... And for you and I.
A sound plan. I'd say you have both in abundance, please.
Ha! And let you have all the...
Sir Wade!
I like how he has the old Viseria outfit.
We work together, each shielding the other that... For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord.
And I will do as you...
Suppose we'd better do...
Right, you...
comes. I will not let this village fall. It's over.
Casting the fire, don't mind.
All yours, Torgal. Over here. Second. Now, Torgal. Over here. All yours, Torgal. Now, Torgal. All yours, Torgal. Torgal, kill. Attack! Go, Torgal. Now, Torgal! Attack! All yours, Torgal!
I guess so far.
Lord Rossfield!
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in that.
Well, the better half. So wait.
Hard to say. My men are still... I could order a detachment.
No. You stay here too, Sir Wade. I'll go after the... Join me only when East...
If you're May the founder...
I don't want to like change some of this. This could be good. But I don't know what to change. So do all this. Actually, no, we do need the limit. Because we have Giga Flare. Out of the ring,
Next one's mine. I might not know one end of a sword from the other, but I can roast the bastards.
All right, but stay with me. We fight as one.
but like at least try it.
Come on.
Yeah!
There it is. With me, Torgal.
I'm kind of strong.
All right. Back to East.
One.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you. We were able to eradicate. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch. I hesitate to say it, but
I think it might.
we saved Thank you, my friends.
No, so what? You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what...
We never had nothing to call our own before. But now we do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now. We have to fight to protect what's ours. To protect...
And we shall. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away...
They'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't gonna rebuild itself.
Nice.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight. And I believe if he was still with us today...
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too. And I could hardly call myself an East Poolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's East Pudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud. I'll have to pull my weight too. Speaking of which, I ought to be
Can we continue to count on your support?
Of course. Us Rosarians have got to stick together,
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden State. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds.
All right.
Lord Rossfield, clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes.
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up, when the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor. But every time, I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
Cool. Full time.
The hero? It's lucky you. Not only did my seeds get delivered,
I just did.
and it's only right. Take it.
There better be like a million, billion, jillion guild.
Thank you.
So, Eastpool's fight and a home to free bearers.
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always...
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do In fact, that's how I met him. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he... Do you know what he did? And then I did the same.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition.
Indeed, but the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to...
Suppose you're... And if we don't manage it... Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings. It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough natter. Better get back to work. Let's see about make the least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me...
That sounds like a wonderful...
There's a lot in Dolmekia.
Take that, you naughty...
Clive!
I just wanted to see how the town's been...
Since we brought everyone, all is absolutely wonderful. And firmly at the helm. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord...
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil. Because of how he stopped...
It's the mayor of Dalamil, dear child. And the vote has... But if the people wish me to lead them... Speaking of menace, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
I would start... If I was in this situation, I would start an orphanage.
Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside... And they... might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws, and they grow more organized by the day.
We'll fight them all off just like last time, won't we, Luke?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, the longer we avoid facing this one, our best hope is to nip by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and perhaps a certain Lord... Thank you. Victor will fill you in. I have him stationed by the desert gate.
I'll go and speak with...
The difference between the...
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in Dalamil, Victor?
Ah, sick.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by...
I did. I've developed something of a fond, and having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, a sentiment Master Lubor's...
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in bringing down the bandits, and he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike, but we must strike together. And
all right.
There's one upriver.
Leave it with me.
Those ne'er-do-wells want to band together.
Fly, Ambrosia.
All right. That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Locke and Fingon! Take his head off!
The reason why I'm letting Torgal kill them is because the more you use his commands, the more level he
I
gets.
better let Victor know.
Sid, where... Ah, I see the band...
No, but...
No.
What is it?
The whole town's saying that Lubor is a bear.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits, some of the children spotted him, and he was about, and when Lubor felled him, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by still. All those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here.
You're right.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just... well, it was bound to...
We're sorry, Lubor, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. All that matters to me is that you two...
Look at him talking to his betters like it's... All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us.
Once people make up their minds, we need to do something. Convince the people not to let their prejudices...
You're right.
I'm glad you agree. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember. They know that Lubor and I are friends. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a
I'll do what I can. Lubor, I can't promise anything, but...
And that is all I can...
Why you taking the bearers?
Why do they always have to make such a...
He knew all along that he was playing us for fool.
Forgive me for disturbing you.
As have I, Lord the rumors that he's a
He'll never be mayor now.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this, at least, he's done the town a service.
Leniency? He pretend...
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us.
So what do you propose? Will you drop...
Perhaps. That is... And they will thank you not to get...
Wow, what an asshole. Asshole.
The townsfolk have made their minds up.
Nor I.
You never know.
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
I assume...
There's still...
But perhaps not in this...
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. We'll talk some sense into...
No. And your efforts would be better spent...
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie. That a blade is a reflection of yourself be true. That was rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself, and so must I be. And now... I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have, for only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only...
How could it possibly be for the best? The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their mind.
They would not take it, Victor.
Over you. And so just like that, you're going to throw this town? I thought you were better than... But it seems you had me.
Victor.
Forget it.
He's wearing a blue
You're making the right choice, Lubor.
Of those available to me, but where are my manners? Right then.
If there's anything I can do...
I'll bear it in mind.
Let's go.
Faster!
Be safe.
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer, you...
Clive!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside.
Well done.
Welcome. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me.
Oh, wow.
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. So then, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see. That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best.
But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, he left it to me. The best... Bloody stupid tradition in my... If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen. So you're wasting half of mine. You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequence. I may be a selfish prick, but what you had to do was your duty, even if it meant we all starved.
Enough. This is no time for bicker. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost...
Fine. Yeah.
Sorry, Clive. Short enough on time. Still, give us a mo, would you? You,
We can't have...
Right you are. Don't want any nasties. Oh, and...
Akashic on the...
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And they'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open.
Good idea. Get yourselves...
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight.
Well, let's hope you don't. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at...
August's right. I've seen what... The people here are tough and willing. But they ain't equipped to face...
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as...
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. It won't come to that. Take good care of Dravost till I...
Leave it to me, and...
Alright, here we go.
All right. Which one of you's first? Is that it? Apparently not.
Is that who I think it is? A chimera. Canyon chimera.
Past me.
Oh shit. I know all your moves. The chimera, dude.
Oh, the question. Did I miss any?
Man alive! You still... As many as I could, he says.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall.
Good.
In time, yeah. But we...
Sid! Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly...
I'm afraid there's no getting rid of that, meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up
And that's if the flood don't spread. I hate to say it, but the village's days are...
That may be, but with ether floods springing up all over, we'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those...
As for you, that's twice you've turned up when Dravosh needed you, so...
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without...
Too bloody right you shouldn't. I always... envied you. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you, and from that day on I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally. Something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but... our work used to be the pride of Dump. Now, we churn out the same rubbish. It's not about the craft. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to... The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current... Come back to us, Blackthorn. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. There's people who trust their lives to my steel. But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the crop.
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling.
Knowing him... I never thought I'd see the day.
Well, you made up.
I'd say that went pretty well.
Even better than I'd...
Sid.
Oh, nice.
And this is?
A token of... But I'm of a mind to make you. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from...
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned owning it. But the engravings on that thing are... And they're not just for show.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Travorged in the... I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned between the two of us. I'd say we're the...
Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came...
What?
As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools.
We're gonna forge a legend. Oh, I'm definitely going back to the highway real quick. 100%. We need to get that weapon. Like how he asked me if he could come.
Come back.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out.
Oh, Josue doesn't die.
We were just about to make a start on that sword, I promised.
It's funny, but none of... You remember Camille? We'll be using the steel, meanwhile. Will be tempered in... And that whetstone from the Outer Isles? And the final flourish...
A team effort, led by the
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished. Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is, then.
I wish there was like team crafting in Final Fantasy 14. I would love that. It sounds fun to do. I feel like they tried to do that with Grand Company or Free Company crafting, but
Well, bugger me.
oh, there it
The
is.
sword to end all.
Yes.
Ragnarok.
I, trust you.
Thank you.
So, does this make you pet?
This... It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history, but we're up for the challenge.
A list of material.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even.
That's a weapon I'd like to see.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lad?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past.
Then tap.
The Ultima weapon. Ragnarok. I don't even know what that means.
Trouble with your gear, or... What do you want? And?
Oh.
Well, what do you want? Trouble with your gear, or... I never thought, and if it hadn't been for you... What do you want?
Oh yeah, the bottom. Dark steel. Rift battle. Breath weapon.
Anything else?
Oh, we don't have that yet. 'Cause we need the hunt. Yeah, we need the hunts. You could take it into the final dungeon.
you learned anything?
Little and less.
I see.
Be assured, however, even now...
Fallen ruins, I take it.
Indeed. As a
secrets we
should... I was due to visit my...
After you keep using it.
Surrounded.
Be safe.
Just up there. Oh no. Aren't these the Undying?
Oh no.
You'll pay for this. May still be survivors. Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader.
Torgal, kill! Torgal, kill! Now, Torgal! All yours, Torgal! Torgal, kill! All yours, Torgal! Now, Torgal! All yours, Torgal! Now, Torgal! Now, Torgal! Torgal, kill! All yours, Torgal!
There we go.
Should have stayed in the past. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thank.
Who are you?
Ah, I did not recognize you. We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. Thanks to them, and to you,
You call that? Your brothers might still be alive. Surely this survey wasn't worth...
We are charged with a duty of the highest
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you to...
I know they would. They gave that now.
Cyril told me of your work here.
I see. That is most kind. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another. But for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
There you go. I can't even talk about it.
Here.
My thanks. I shall study them. And...
Cyril. Losses which could have been... Were these your order?
No. This was every undying...
Even when death is avoided...
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would... The undying. We live to serve the Phoenix.
Cyril. I know, but allow me to offer you a word. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal... Provide your survey parties with an escort. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix. Please.
I thank you, if you will permit me to respond. And we of the Undying will do what as first shield to the Phoenix.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind.
These guys are weird. I don't like them. Kind of cultish. I think that's what they are. They're like a cult.
What's happened?
Alright, before I talk to him, I gotta use the bathroom. So I'll be right back. Sorry. back. Yeah, sorry, I had to use the bathroom. I don't think I'm gonna do New Game Plus.
Ah, Clive. You'll be
At
pleased to
first.
know that the negotiations
I might
are
start it,
progressing
but
well.
I probably will
That is
do
good
another
news.
playthrough another time.
Yes. But I still have much and more to prepare. You couldn't do me a quick favor.
What is it this time?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask Elle how long we have and find out exactly how...
All right.
Thanks, Clive.
Yeah, maybe I'll do it. But I'll probably leave it for another stream. We'll see.
Don't blame yourself, Elle. This is their fault, not yours.
I know, but...
No buts about it, all right?
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to the talks with the Republican army. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the
You had no opportunity to make a counteroffer.
None at all. And we were so close.
Elle? What? I saw Vonnie leaving.
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking. How did the Consortium even find out?
It's not so surprising. This isn't over. I'm going to...
Alone?
Are you off? How kind. You go to... Even if I fail, someone need...
Oh, and that's... Well, it looks like I'm from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she means to stay with us then. I can't...
You have to trust her.
You're right. And if Elle's off fighting for the... So I bid you farewell. I'll gather... You go to...
I'll do my best. All right. To Randalov. Then, we'd better not keep Eloise waiting.
Yeah. I'll just keep it like on the DL. My playthrough.
I wouldn't give for a Looks like
I'll probably upload my
When are they gonna let us
my save auto, so I don't have to do it again. But if I do a playthrough, like a new game plus playthrough, it'll probably be before the end of the year.
All right. I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the consortium?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently... We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchase. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you, and so we resumed our...
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done.
Alas, you are too late. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise, with the bearers belong to him.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed. That's what you get when you deal with continental...
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings.
That does sound... No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little... And with it, my interest in joining your...
My associates will be sorry.
Well, I think we got set up.
I'm sorry you weren't.
As am I. He was right. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to. As soon as he left, I sent my own.
So you never.
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposals but I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, they deserved. I wanted so badly.
Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village, a pack of beasts have come down from the mountains. Theo and the others are trying to hold. They need help.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clan. I'll gather some men and join.
What? This is random.
Hold on, Theo.
Yeah, you can't make the best weapon in the game unless you do New Game Plus. That's probably what I'll do. I'll probably like end my playthrough of crafting that. I'm probably gonna skip cutscenes too.
That'll do, girl.
Upriver! He led the dragon that way. We just have.
I can do better.
Huh? Oh shit.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Faster!
Where are you, Theo? Time to fight. Damn it. The youth is too thick. These creatures have already turned.
I don't like this room.
All yours, Torgal! It's over! It's over! Now, Torgal! All yours, Torgal! Stay down!
I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
Shit.
Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Slow.
I don't like rhyme. Kind of annoying.
Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for...
He's a Keswick.
We have to get you out of here. I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not.
Feels bad.
For keeping Elle's dream. Theodore!
Feels bad.
Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you. Take care of my sister. Theodore, wait. Goodbye.
Feels bad. Feels bad. Under attack. Oh, I'm gonna like.
Thank you, Clive.
That was true bravery. His first instinct was always to protect people.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place. Against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own.
To live my own... He never could come to
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. And I was chosen to inherit the family. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. A late bloomer. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th son. My parents tried to drive him out of the house, and before they could.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freedom, but he said you deserved a better life than this, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the fact. But I have never regretted the decision. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night, and the choice I made, and the fact that I would make this sick. He was never a burden. If anything,
You weren't, Eloise. That he had always been grateful to you for saving him. and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the... Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
Clive, the therapist.
You're right. It was so we could be...
Oh my god.
I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to we can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we're bringing smiles to and to Theo's. This is the life I have chosen.
I've made a choice of my own to continue helping you however I can.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then.
Why? Your sword is... They'd have us believe.
But there were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
Those things I said before.